Buongiorno walkers, hello walkers, welcome back to Ischia, Italy. We are starting off today at the Porto Ischia, right here where the ferries stop and take off from. If you're wondering why I do these videos, I just thought I'd give you a little explanation. The intent of these videos is to make your treadmill workout or your exercise machine workout a little less dull, a little less boring, without having to watch the news, which can be stressful and negative, or a TV show that you have to follow a story arc of. And so that's kind of why I'm doing these. I like to try and set that out. Now, I'll tell you a little bit why we're here as well in Ischia, but first I want to point out this little wooden boat and water taxi. We took one of those over on another area of the island the other day, and it was really fun. It was a beautiful day. Today is today 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 19 degrees Celsius, about a little after 10 a.m. in late October. My name is Henry. I'll be your proxy walker today, your virtual travel guide, your co-explorer and co-discoverer. We like to discover little things here, little details that we notice and find. So I say that because I use the term travel guide for these treadmill workouts, and I'm not a guide. I am in the sense that I'm walking you around, but I'm not an expert in these places. I like to discover things as well, find little details like this rusty old, I guess it's called a what are those things called? I don't know. Cleat of some sort. Anyway, just thought I'd get that out there. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. If you want to know more about the Patreon program that helps support this channel, check out the description below. It's really, I only have one level and it's really inexpensive, so any help is appreciated. And thank you to those who have done the super chat, super thanks kind of thing, as well as direct Facebook contributions. It's very helpful, and it really, really is appreciated. I'm shooting today in 60 frames per second per request. I do read all your comments that make through the YouTube filters, and I try to reply to them all and take them into consideration. So thanks for that, and I love interacting with you guys. Excuse me. Ischia is an island off the northwest coast of the Bay of Naples. It's a beautiful little island. Reminds me a lot of Catalina off of California. Not quite as ritzy, maybe. A little more wear and tear on it, but it's been here and populated for a couple thousand years, or more than a couple thousand years. So, you know, these things come. There is one of the fast ferries coming in. We took that particular boat actually on the way over here from hold on, let me get this lined up, from Naples the other day. We came to Ischia because we wanted to get some island time, but also they have these thermal pools and thermal features here that are kind of cool and interesting. We wanted to check those out because we are near Naples, we are near Mount Vesuvius, and there is a fair amount of volcanic activity in this area, which is pretty interesting. I discovered that I love these wooden boats. I like wooden boats anyway, but there's a lot of working wooden boats here. These are mainly fiberglass. Pardon me. But look at the trim on that one. That's really, really pretty to me. Do you guys like wooden boats? They're one of my delights. I'm going to unplug this battery. There's the ferry. There are a couple other places where you can catch a ferry. One of them is Forio. I mistakenly said that is in the northwest corner of the island, when in reality it's on the western side, be more accurate. We are going to walk back to Ponte Aragonese today, pardon the wind noise. We walked from there this morning, but we're going to take a different route back. We're going to go more along the populated, busier road rather than along the coast. So if you want to see the quiet morning walk, mainly along the water, check that one out. It's the one previous to this one. Here's one of the ferry ports. It's all pretty seamless. If you have extra big bags, you have to buy an extra ticket, but I had a pretty big bag and they didn't make me buy one. It is the off season, late October, so that probably had a little bit to do with it. To see the taxis lined up here to take people around. There's a bus station that I think we will go, I'll point out to you. It's called Piazza Trieste, and it's a hub for a lot of the buses. The buses cost, if you buy your ticket beforehand, $1.60, I think it is, or not dollar, €60, and it's good for a trip. You can also get a 100-minute ticket for $180, and an all-day ticket for I think it's $475. So if you're going to be taking a lot of buses, it might be worth that. A lot of scooter and car rentals. And you'll also start to see the traffic here is wild, I guess. It's busy, but it's also just fluid. Sort of pedestrians mix in with scooters, mix in with giant buses, giant compared to the streets, and cars, of course, and little. So up here you can see the bus station I was talking about. There's a little ticket area there as well. Sometimes you can get tickets from the bus driver, but it's not guaranteed, and if you don't have a ticket, if he doesn't have any ticket, he or she, then you can't ride. And you need to validate your ticket upon entering the bus, which is going to show a guy crossing the road in the middle of traffic. Anyway, the buses are of varying quality. Some of them are quite nice. Some of them are not so much, have seen a lot of wear and tear. But they get you where you want to go, for the most part, and they don't cost much, and they're pretty effective. So, what are you gonna do? The drivers, I was saying, are some of the best, most skilled drivers I've ever observed, taking these buses on these narrow little roads. And this is actually big, this one right here, compared to a lot of the ones we were on. The bus, and they have to pass other buses on these super sharp turns, and we took one around the island about halfway the other day. There's some tour boats. And one of the bus drivers scraped a building a little bit. Didn't seem to bother him that much. He just kept going. Some Coast Guard boats over here. Ton of hotels here. Oh, look, here's another ferry coming in. Giant boats, and we're just going to watch him for a second because I think he'll swing around. She will swing around and back in like that other one where we started. And they maneuver these things. It's amazing to me. I mean, that's a lot of tons of mass. Swinging its nose around. It's coming straight for us. It's kicking it into reverse now. It's amazing to me. And then they'll drop that anchor when they get backed up to the port. Okay, you get the idea. Let's keep going here. Lots of these little bars and cafeterias, and typically I think you would order at the bar and tell them al tavolo, at least that's the system I've been using. And they charge you a little extra for using the table, or you can stand at the bar. So this is Antiche Terme Comunale, but I believe it is a municipal building now. So there's not a lot of room between that bus and the others. It doesn't look like a full lane. They just come blasting down these streets, and I haven't seen a single collision. Look at gelato. Delicioso. This big yellow building over here is the Villa Maria. I think it's a hotel. Lots of hotels here by the port. Quite fancy, quite nice. Lots of restaurants and other fancy higher-end shops, that sort of thing. Lots of e-bikes. Bike rental spot here. noleggio.
Non lo so. Io vuoi la sera?
I think they're lime trees or lemon trees. Maybe they're oranges. See some oranges, yellow fruit down there. You can see some green fruit still on there. Oranges, I guess. Awesome. Little orchard right here in the middle of town. This is the Wellness Hotel Flora over here. I mentioned the, what do I call it, geothermal stuff, the volcanic activity. And so they have a lot of, well, not a lot, a ton, but some terme spas, so thermal spas here. Some of them seem really nice. We're going to go to one called Nocebo, but it's closed for the season, unfortunately. Had like 11 or 14 pools or something like that, and a whole series that you're supposed to go through. Sounded awesome. Alas, not this trip. This place looks fancy. Hotel Terme Helix.
Dende lì, dende qui. È bello quando fa così. Così. Invece può pure arrotellare a Natale.
Scusa. Grazie. Sure, this is either a private park or hotel. I believe it's the grounds for the a hotel, Villa Durelli Resort and Spa. It's really kind of a nice green space, although somewhat exclusive it looks like. Looks like maybe it's on both sides. It's a park. Let's go in. This was not part of the plan, but this is what I mean by co-discoverer. I thought this was private, but it looks like it's a communal park. It's really nice. Sounds like a school group is here. So that's a little bit of the park. I don't really want to film kids without permission, so we're gonna head back out. Here's some sweet little dogs.
Ma c'ha una cuccia, tu hai detto che ce l'hai fuori, c'ha una cuccia.
Just want to point out, this is the hotel I was referring to. The Hotel Villa Duzzuoli. It's the best I can do on that pronunciation. I apologize. There's another hotel. Tons of hotels around here. Villa Cecilia. Always want to make that soft C instead of a ch sound. These flowers and berries. Flowers. There's the main drag out there, I believe. We're gonna make our way back up there. This hotel, or whatever it is, looks like it's currently being built or rebuilt. And we've got a sign up here for the Hotel Villa Panoramica. In the distance, we'll see our the hotel Castello Aragonese. These little dogs. New Yorkies.
stabilito anche la Cassazione ultimamente.
I love this fountain. It's got goldfish in it, moss.
Ma io si sto in schiavone, guarda, sono passato per Ferraro, cazzo mi hai visto pure. Io sto in schiavone.
I talked a little bit about this castle in the last video. I'll tell you just a little bit. So check that out if you want to know a little bit more. It's been here, or some version of it, since I think 374 or 474 BC, when the Greeks came over to help in some war. Love this little boat ramp here. You can go up there if you buy a ticket, walk around. It's pretty cool. And then this bridge is called the Ponte Aragonese. It used to be just water, and a wooden bridge, and they have, since the Renaissance or Middle Ages or something, had this stone bridge. These rocks I think are fairly new, but they built one originally here, 14 or 1600s, I can't remember. And then that way is Procida, another island, smaller, and then the mainland with, behind Procida is Napoli. Naples. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this walk in Ischia, from Porto Ischia to Ponte Aragonese. This boat over here has been anchored since early this morning, and I think they're selling fish directly to consumers, which is pretty cool. So thank you for joining us. Leave comments in the comment section. I really do love interacting with you guys and hearing your comments, hearing your opinions, gently put, your memories, your shared informations, and your corrections. So thanks for that, and I will talk to you again soon, either from Ischia or more likely from around or near Sorrento. We will see you again soon. Until then, keep on stepping.